Overthinking is something many of us struggle with. Our minds become crowded with endless thoughts, worries, and fears, making it difficult to find peace. Yet, Buddhist teachings remind us of something reassuring. Peace is possible even in the middle of a restless mind. Today, I want to share a Buddhist story about overthinking and how calm naturally arises when we learn to let go. The Restless Monk. In a secluded monastery, nestled deep within the mountains, lived a young monk named Tashi. He was known for his dedication to meditation and his deep curiosity about life. But Tashi had a restless mind. He questioned everything. He wanted to understand life's meaning, his purpose, and why his thoughts never seemed to slow down. Even during meditation, his mind raced endlessly. No matter how hard he tried, the stream of thoughts never stopped. One day, as Tashi sat in the meditation hall, he felt overwhelmed by his overthinking. Questions spun relentlessly in his mind. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Am I truly progressing on my spiritual path? What if I never find peace? His mind felt like a storm, and his frustration grew heavier by the moment. Seeing Tashi's distress, the wise old master Lama Rinzen approached him with a gentle smile. "Tashi," he asked softly, "what troubles your mind?" Tashi hesitated, unsure how to explain, but finally said, "Master, my mind is never quiet. I try to meditate, but thoughts keep flooding in. I constantly wonder if I'm on the right path, if I'm doing enough, and what my purpose is. My mind feels like a stormy sea." The master nodded thoughtfully and replied, "Meet me by the stream at dawn tomorrow. Perhaps you will find the answers you seek there." The lesson of the stream. The next morning, Tashi woke early and followed a winding forest path toward the stream. The world was still and silent. The sky was painted with soft colors as dawn arrived. By the water's edge stood Lama Rinzen, calm and unmoving. "Do you hear the stream?" the master asked. Tashi listened. He heard the gentle, continuous sound of water flowing over rocks, a soothing rhythm that echoed through the stillness. "This stream flows endlessly," the master said. "It moves over rocks, around obstacles, never stopping, never clinging. It flows without worry or hesitation." Tashi nodded, still unsure of the meaning. "Your mind is like this stream," the master explained. "Thoughts flow continuously, just like this water. The problem is not that thoughts arise. The problem is that we cling to them." Then the master instructed him, "Sit here by the stream. Close your eyes. Listen to the water. Imagine each thought as a leaf floating on the stream. Watch the leaves pass by without reaching out to catch them." Watching thoughts pass. Tashi did as he was told. He closed his eyes and focused on the sound of the water. As thoughts appeared, "Am I doing this right? What if I can't let go?" He imagined placing each one on a leaf and letting it drift away. At first, he noticed himself grabbing onto certain thoughts. But each time he caught himself, he gently released them again. After some time, something shifted. The thoughts were still there, but they no longer felt heavy. He wasn't fighting them or following them. He was simply watching them pass. A gentle peace settled within him, a lightness he hadn't felt in a long time. When Tashi opened his eyes, the master was watching him with a quiet smile. "What did you notice?" Lama Rinzen asked. Tashi replied, "When I stopped trying to control my thoughts or get rid of them, they became less troubling. I could simply watch them pass. The master nodded. Yes, Tashi. Thoughts like a stream come and go. Suffering begins when we cling to them, when we grasp every thought and question every feeling. By learning to observe without attachment, you free yourself from overthinking. The story of the empty boat. After a moment, the master said, I have another story for you. Once, there was a man who went out on a river in a small boat to meditate. As he drifted peacefully, he closed his eyes and focused on his breath. He felt calm, as though he was nearing deep peace. Suddenly, his boat was struck by another. Startled, he opened his eyes, anger rising within him. Who would disturb my meditation? He shouted, furious at the thoughtless person responsible. But as he moved closer, he realized something surprising. The other boat was empty. No one was there. It had simply drifted into him by chance. In that moment, the man understood that his anger had not been caused by another person. It had come entirely from his own mind. The empty boat, the master explained, became his greatest lesson. The situation itself was neutral. His suffering arose from the story his mind created. The deeper understanding, Lama Rinzen turned to Tashi and said, like the empty boat, many of your thoughts are just passing events. But when you attach meaning to them, react to them, and believe their stories, suffering is created. When you learn to see thoughts as they truly are, just thoughts, you remain calm and free. As Tashi listened, he realized something profound. His mind didn't need to be silent to be peaceful. It only needed space. The technique: learning to let thoughts pass. Tashi began to notice something important. His mind often created stories and meanings around things that might not even exist. A passing glance, a casual remark, a moment of silence. Each could grow into a complex web of worry. His suffering did not come from events themselves, but from the meanings he attached to them. The lesson of the empty boat revealed a simple truth. Not every thought deserves attention. Thoughts could arise without needing a reaction. They could pass without explanation. Seeing this understanding take root, the master shared a simple daily practice with Tashi. Each day, Lama Rinzen said, spend a few minutes observing your thoughts as if they are clouds passing through the sky. Let each one drift by without chasing it. If you find yourself caught in a thought, gently remind yourself, this is just a thought. It will pass. He added softly, just as the stream flows without clinging to each leaf, and just as the empty boat drifts without meaning, you too can let go of each thought. With time, you will learn to observe your mind without being pulled into it. Practice becomes peace. As the days passed, Tashi practiced this approach again and again. Whenever he felt overwhelmed, he returned to the stream. He listened to the water, imagined his thoughts as leaves floating by, and remembered the empty boat, drifting freely, without blame or story. Slowly, something changed. He worried less. He overthought less, and moments of peace began to appear naturally. One evening, Tashi approached the master with a calm smile. "Master," he said, "I understand now. Thoughts are like leaves in the stream or the empty boat on the river. They only have power when I hold on to them. When I let them pass, they become harmless." The master smiled and nodded. "Yes, Tashi. That is the essence of peace. Overthinking is simply a habit of the mind. And like any habit, it can be changed. By seeing thoughts for what they truly are, you free yourself from their weight. A lesson for all of us. Tashi's journey is one many of us share. Overthinking is a common struggle, but Buddhist wisdom reminds us that peace is possible, not by controlling the mind, but by observing it without attachment. When we remember the empty boat, when we let worries flow like leaves in a stream, we stop feeding the stories that create suffering. The path is not always easy. It takes patience and practice. But with gentle awareness, we can all find the calm we seek. Thank you for spending this time in reflection. If this story resonated with you and you'd like to explore more Buddhist wisdom, consider subscribing to the channel. May you find peace, and may your mind learn to rest.